Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It's time for a big review. This big, in fact. This is the Ice Giant from McFarlane Toys from The Witcher. Obviously, this is supposed to be 112 scale. I'll be using 118 scale fantasy. He is large. Very, very big. Looks nice. My only criticism from looking in the box is I can't see a weapon. And his hands aren't made for holding weapons. That'd be nice if he had a club or something. But other than that, the paintwork looks great. The sculpt looks great. 22 moving parts, so 22 points of articulation, hopefully. We'll have a look and see what he's like. So let me get in the box, turn the camera around, and let's get into this. Okay, here he is, and he is a brute. Now, he does come with a foot plate to help him balance, but he seems to be okay despite his feet being a bit small and not completely flat underneath, which makes it a bit awkward to stand him up. He is big. I'll do a size comparison with some other big figures and some other figures later to see what he's like. Aesthetic, he looks really good. Now, the box said 22 points of articulation. I'll look at the moment. I love this sort of bone work. It could have better paint work, but it has got two tones, which is great. The flesh seems a bit lazy. You could have done sort of some vein painting on his arms there. He looks great. If I turn him around, you could replace this with real cord or rope. That sort of fur you could put like some dry brushing and make the details pop. He is fantastic. Now there is another version where he's bloodied, whether that's from combat or killing something, I don't know. And I think I've just spotted another joint. Is that right? Have I? Maybe. Give me a second. It looks like it. Maybe it's not. Okay. He's great looking. Let's have a look at his articulation. And we're going to try and count his points of articulation as well. So first, head. Can I still get my camera? Just about. So there is head movement, but not a lot. That's 1. Arms, that's shoulders is 2. Is that the same point? Or is that, I don't know. Biceps is 3. Wrists do have wave articulation. There we go. That's 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay, he has upper trunk. 8. Lower waist. 9. Hips 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Am I missing anything? They're saying 22. If I include the turn, that's going to be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think they're including the turns. And 22, I'm not sure. Okay, so arms, he goes out to 90 degrees. Put him back so you can see. There we go. Biceps, he gets about 90. Wrist is really good turn. That wrist, very, very good on his wrist articulation. And for some reason my light has gone off. Never mind. Other side, bicep is still about 90. Trunk is pretty good. Forwards, backwards is more from the waist, not a lot. Hips go outwards a little, and the sculpt gets in the way. Forwards is a little. Backwards is a little. Knees are a single knee bend, and that's just terrible. Look at that. Such a small bend. Other leg is more, but that's the sculpt, and this one getting in the way. He can turn from the knee. Oh, I see. So there's 2 here. So he does get a small tippy toe. Not really a dorsiflexation, but he does have toe articulation. Okay, so let me stand him up straight again. Let's get a size comparison with some figures. And let me get a little bit more light. Not the same light as last time. I know. I'll get some light from here. And I'll get a little bit from the other side over here. Okay, so let's look at a 1/18 scale figure, my custom knight who's never finished, but I like the look of him. Yeah, this is definitely a giant. Bear in mind, this giant is about 2.5 times the height of my knight, who is 1/18 scale, made from Fortnite figures. If I go for another 1/18 scale figure, I will go for a dwarf from Prince Caspian line, but I use him as a gnome, who I'm going to customize. I'll stick him on the other side. This is going to be quite funny now, the size difference. Look at that, that is a real giant. So he is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 to 5 times the height of my gnome or my dwarf from Prince Caspian from the Narnia lines. Okay, let's move to some 1/12 scale figures. I'll use some big 1/12 scale figures. So I'll use another McFarlane who I reviewed recently. This is the Violator, who is massive. And Violator is actually bigger than the giant. Okay, it's interesting. Let's look at Game vs. Abomination, who is a great Marvel Legends Bath. And the giant is bigger than this Bath here, quite a bit bigger. And lastly, one more. We use the demon from Thor Ragnarok, and I keep forgetting his name, who is huge. And he is bigger than the giant you can see there. But the giant still is fantastic. Very good for fantasy, particularly with 1/18 scale, you know. I have my little dwarf here trying to fight him. Come on, stand up, little man. Oh no, too much dwarven L. Dwarven B's, joints are so loose. And I can have my Fortnite knight trying to fight him too. He is just huge. He is a massive figure. Well worth getting if into 1/18 scale and into your fantasy figures. Okay, please like, share, subscribe, click on notification icon, stay up to date to latest news, reviews, and videos. I'll be back soon with more awesome story video reviews for you guys. Stay happy and keep collecting. Bye bye.